moment I stopped caring about outcomes, my results exploded. Not only in trading, but in all areas of life. And I think there's a lot of truth to this idea that your goals and your outcomes are like a toad or a frog. A slippery toad or frog. The more you try and grip it and hold on to it and desire a certain outcome, the more easily it slips out and is evasive and it runs away. Whereas if you figure out what outcome you want, set an intention, figure out the proven processes that you can do every day, the action steps you can do every day, and consistently focus on adhering to those and detach from the outcome that you're desiring, then the very outcome that you're desiring comes more quickly, and it comes more readily, and it comes readily available to you. And in a weird way, you attract it. Not because you're just sitting there hoping and wishing, you're doing work, but you're not over obsessed about the outcome. Now in trading, whenever we desire a certain outcome, like a profitable trade on this individual trade, it creates this fantasy and this expectation on the individual trade. And simultaneously, it creates this fear of missing out and this fear of loss. So whenever we create this strong positive expectation on a certain outcome when trading, we're now all of a sudden trading out of fear and greed. And we're very reactive and we're very emotional. And we have our amygdala, the subcortical part of our brain that's designed for survival, fired up. And we become reactive. Every time you've taken an impulsive trade outside of your plan, or every time you've made a decision really that you later regret, that's been because of the amygdala. You've taken an impulsive trade or made a impulsive or reactive decision out of the amygdala, and you're paying the price now. So whenever we become over obsessed about a certain outcome, we fire up that amygdala and we introduce fear into our trading. And as a result, we're pulled by the strings of fear and greed, and it becomes very, very difficult to stick to our processes, our proven processes. So what I've seen consistently with the best traders, and really when we speak more generally, those who achieve the goals they set, they figure out what outcome they want. They set an intention. That intention has to be realistic. For example, you can't have a goal of, I'm gonna win 100% of the time as a trader, and every trade I touch is gonna be profitable. That's unrealistic. That's not grounded in the truth of the markets and probability theory and probabilistic thinking. So the goal and the outcome and the intention you set needs to be balanced. It needs to be two-sided. It needs to be realistic in the sense that you're not setting something that breaks the laws of the markets. And then once you've set that intention, you need to figure out, all right, what's the proven process that's going to help me achieve this certain intention? Maybe it's about making a certain amount of money. Okay, if you want to make a certain amount of money, what is on average your monthly return? On average. And then if you want a certain amount of money, what amount of capital do you need to be trading with your average monthly return to make that certain amount of money? And then you need to figure out the action steps that you need to focus on executing. For example, forecasting, showing up to the market, consistently executing when it aligns with your trading plan. These are proven processes that you have full control over. But then on the individual trade, you need to learn to detach from the outcome. Because like I mentioned before, being so attached and trying to hold on to this certain outcome on the individual trade creates a lot of issues on the individual trade. So once you figure out your intention and you figure out the process behind that intention that's going to help you achieve that intention, the trader's job is to detach from the outcome and to dispassionately execute the process that you know is proven to get you the outcome you desire. traders that I know that have set up an edge, a mechanical trading plan, start using the Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset Tool 2.0, and then structure their life so it's inspiring. They structure some family time in, they structure their work, their part-time or full-time work in, they structure their work on their business, they structure their health and fitness time, and then they also structure their time to consistently show up to the market and execute their trading plan. The traders that I know have done that, and they structure an inspiring life so they're not just focused on trading and so attached to winning every trading day, but they've structured their life where they can just show up to the market, execute if the market presents an opportunity, win or loss, they don't care. They've structured their life that allows them, they've structured their life in a way that allows them to consistently execute their trading plan. The traders that I know have done that, and they detach from the outcome of the individual trade, and they dispassionately execute the process. Those are the traders that win. The traders that over obsess about being right on every individual trade, those are the traders who have a lot of stress and volatility and emotion, and they change their trading strategy too soon, and they beat themselves up when their execution isn't perfect, and they don't end up achieving the goals they set. So sometimes moving forward as a trader is about taking a step back and putting the proper processes in place. For example, a proven edge in a mechanical trading plan, using the Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset tool before every trade so you can stabilize your psychology, and then just focusing on execution every day and living your life and enjoying your life. And then every 3 to 6 months you can come back and review, and you can see the progress you've made, and if anything needs to change, then you can do that at the end of 3 to 6 months. But there's a power to not caring after you have the proper processes in place, and I encourage you to try it.